here's the thing. I hate watching book hauls because you haven't read the book. Why are you showing it to me? Like, you can't tell me if I should buy it just because you bought it. I don't know. I don't like the concept of book hauls, but I just got a box of books and enough of them are interesting visually that I really want to show you them, and I'm super excited to show you them. And part of the reason why I bought some of these is because they're interesting structurally. The first of those is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. This is a horror novel that is made to look like an IKEA catalog. So if we open it, it's like quite literally an IKEA catalog. And it goes through, there's like an order form, and the chapters are all like different things that you could buy. And then his profile it's set up to look like he's an employee. And this cover is just like terrifying. Super excited to read this. This will likely be in a video where I read books with like interesting structure. So you'll see that coming up. I also found a lot of titles that I've been looking for and wanting for a really long time. And I'm just so excited to have found them. So I just want to share it with you. Okay, one of those is All's Well by Mona Awad. I also am still looking for Bunny. Generally, I buy books used just so I can buy more of them. I get a lot of my books from Better World Books, and a lot of them are like old library books, and I kind of love the process of taking the plastic jacket off of the book and taking all the stickers off. It's just a very therapeutic process for me, so I kind of love getting old library books. And most of the books I read when I was a kid came from the library, so it feels like I'm curating my own little library. This is All's Well by Mona Awad. Very excited to read this. It is about a woman who is putting on a play of All's Well That Ends Well, and she also is dealing with chronic pain, which is something that I also deal with. So very excited to read this. Something else I've been looking for forever is The Vanishing Half, and I managed to get a beautiful copy of it. I love it when books have things on the hardcover itself. I read Passing in university, and I think I have a copy of it at my parents' house, this is kind of a retelling of. It's two sisters, one who passes for white, and I remember loving Passing, and I'm really excited to see the modern take on it. I've been looking for that one forever, finally found it. Something else I've been looking for forever is The Elegance of the Hedgehog, and I actually love this edition. It's just a very nice book to have in your hands. You never know like what editions you're gonna get when you buy books used. So some of these are a little bit more damaged than some people would like, but I like kind of seeing the history that a book has gone through in its life. This one was recommended by Lena Norms, one of my favorite YouTubers. One of my friends here also has this book on her TBR, so maybe we can read it together. That would be really exciting. I'm kind of trying to get into thrillers. I think it might be a new genre that I am enjoying. So I've picked up One by One by Ruth Ware. I'm excited that this is about a group of startup-y people who are kind of at like a corporate retreat and things happen. I work for a startup. I love reading stuff about startups, so I'm excited to check this out. The Wife Between Us is getting mixed reviews, but Kayla from Books and Lala loves it, so we tend to have similar taste in books, so I thought I'd check it out. And I love this cover. I'm really excited to get this jacket off. I just have like so many books here that I'm so excited to show you. Okay, I also have two books that not only am I incredibly excited to read, but also I can add to my collection of books with black cats on the cover. I have a black cat. Her name is Ivy. She's very sweet. I love black cats. I've had many of them in my life, and I will continue to take them in off the street. Black cats never get adopted, and that's messed up. So me and my mom take them in. She's got two right now. I've got one. Okay, so we have the Master and Margarita. I was originally gonna try to hold out and get the anniversary edition that just came out, but I don't think it's a black cat on that cover. I think it's a different cat. And it's hard to find this book used anyways. I just think this cover is hilarious. We had to get it. This is like a surrealist Russian novel. And the other black cat that we have is The House on Nidla Street. And apparently the cat talks in this, so I'm in. I love Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Any black cat that talks, I'm in. Kiki's Livery Service, another exceptional talking black cat. People say that this is a hard book to describe because the thing that they want to talk about is the plot twist, which they can't talk about without spoiling the book. So I'm really, really excited to read this. Again, this cover is gorgeous. You know how some books nowadays have that really nice matte finish that's soft? Let's see what the inside looks like. Ooh, it's a really pretty green. I love that. Oh, and the tip of the jacket it's like a cat that has its ear tip cut off. Okay. So those are my 2 additions to my black cat collection. The other book, if you're wondering, is the Traveling Cat Chronicles. That's my other book with a black cat on it. I finally picked up The Starless Sea, and I just have to show you how beautiful this edition is. Again, it's that beautiful matte, soft cover. The end papers are gorgeous. They're little keys. I love, 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 love how this book looks. Look at that. It's so pretty. I've never owned a book so beautiful. This is Live Oak with Moss. This is a series of poems from my favorite poet. I named my car after him, Walt Whitman himself. And it is illustrated by Brian Selznick. And I love his illustrations. He did The Invention of Hugo Cabret. And they're just like, I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can. They're just beautiful. So I'm really, really excited to read this. Okay, some other things I've been looking for a long time is The Secret History. I finally picked it up, and it's a really floppy copy, and I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to pick this up, see if dark academia is a genre that I'll be into. Very hype about that. Okay, another book that I'm really excited to get this plastic cover off of is Mexican Gothic. I've been looking for this one for a long time as well. Finally found it used, really excited. I love Gothic things, so I have such high hopes for this. I've been hearing amazing reviews as well. She has a new book out as well, I think, Velvet is the Night, which is like a noir novel. That's very interesting. Another one that I've heard very bad things about the movie, but really great things about the book, is The Woman in the Window. I just love this cover. With the blinds peeking down, I love that. Also, nice floppy copy. Adding to my list of thrillers, I've been just like watching everyone's thriller videos and picking up the ones that sound the most interesting to me when I can find them used. The last one that I'm nervous about is I Crawl Through It by A.S. King. I don't do well with YA, so I figured super conceptual weirdness would be the thing I would be most interested in. So there's that. If I like that, then I'll pick up Dig and some of the other ones that people seem to rave about. Okay, the last one is the one that I'm most excited about. You guys aren't even ready for this, which is S, otherwise known as The Ship of Theseus. I don't know if you've heard of this book, but I have been looking for this forever. And this copy is very, very beat up, and I'm 100% okay with it because this book is very hard to find used and also somewhat hard to find new. It's like $40. Super excited that I found this, and while Better World Books was having a 30% off sale. So the outside jacket cover is S. The inside is Ship of Theseus, and this is made to look like a library book. It has lots of things in it. But in the back, it has like dates that the book was checked out. It's like you found this library book sitting on a chair in an airport and you are reading it. And as you go through, there are things stuck in the pages that you take out and read. And there's also text written by different people in different handwriting, and things are underlined and written in. And in the back, it's like a note from the librarian that you're not allowed to write in this book. I'm hoping will fulfill my fantasy of going on a crazy scavenger hunt. All I've ever wanted is to solve riddles and weird scavenger hunts, and I feel like this is going to scratch that itch for me. It's supposed to be two readers writing to each other, basically, in the margins of this book. I can't think of anything more interesting than that, so I am so excited to have finally found a copy of this. So that is everything that I have picked up recently. And Sully's gonna take the box. Is that yours now, buddy? I've picked up a lot of books recently. I'm officially on a book buying ban. I'm not allowed to pick up any more books until I hone my taste a little bit more and figure out what things are likely to be 5-star reads for me. So I have a nice little mix of some horror, some thrillers, some weird books, and some classics that I've been looking for a while that I am very, very excited to read. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know what books you've picked up recently that you're really excited about. If you want to hear my thoughts on these books after I read them, make sure you subscribe. I do talk about every single book that I read on the channel, whether that's in a dedicated reading vlog or in my end of month wrap-up. Sorry, you can hear Sully chewing in the background. He's also present in most of my videos. So that's what I'm excited about. I will see you next Friday. Happy reading. Bye.